Please be advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to please do your own research. All media used is found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealings. Hi you guys, how you all doing? So I hope you enjoyed the video yesterday. I had a couple of comments from you asking if I was okay. I didn't see myself. It was mainly just down to the heat and the fact that I haven't slept properly now. This is consecutive 2 nights in a row. I've had like 3 hours sleep. I've been up since 3:30 a.m. It's now 8 o'clock in the morning here, and as you can see, I'm already perspiring. It's very, very hot here. I have to keep taking fan breaks in between filming. But yeah, I'm one of these people that I do not function well. So if I get to day 3, i.e. tomorrow, I probably won't even be able to drive. I'm super, super cranky, very, very feisty with my husband. I am definitely, well, you know, everyone's got their weakness, haven't they? Even Superman, you know, he's got his kryptonite. For me, it's lack of sleep. So no, that's why. The other reason why I think sometimes people ask, am I okay? Ladies, you'll agree with me on this one. There comes a point in your life, and it can be any sort of age, but it's when you can no longer just stick on a flick of mascara and go done and walk out the door without people going, Jesus, you look like crap. Are you okay? Are you sick? When you go into an office or something. And I think the combination of me being tired yesterday and the fact that I hadn't put that much makeup on because it was so hot. So I've tried to make a bit more effort today, but it's probably going to end up down here by the end of the video. So yeah, but no, I'm absolutely fine, guys. I'm still really enjoying doing the videos though, so don't worry, they'll still keep coming out. I haven't been doing as much recently just because I've been kind of compacting them into the longer videos, but I'm going to come back and start doing some more shorter ones because there's so much news coming out now that the longer ones are getting too long, if you know what I mean. So this one is predominantly all about Harry and Meghan because there has been like a blast of news. Harry and Meghan have signed up with the Harry Walker Speaking Agency, which is based in LA, I believe. They have high profile clients such as Serena Williams, the Obamas, the Clintons, and Harry and Meghan can charge up to like £1 million per speech, which is absolutely insane. And I initially was going to bash them for it, and I put a tweet out, you know, just basically go, well, what the hell are they going to be guest speakers for? Why are all these corporate people going to be paying to listen to Meghan's kind of word salads? And then obviously Prince Harry as well. This is gross, I'm so sorry. But why, you know, how many times can Harry talk about, you know, Diana's passing and his mental health before it becomes a bore? I feel like it's almost like bring out the clowns, you know, you'd have that in the background. But then again, they are going to be earning their own money, and that's the whole thing that people have literally, you know, been moaning about. So I can't knock them for it. If this is how they're going to earn their money, I just don't like them being called the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I don't think that they should have any royal titles. It should just be Harry and Meghan or Prince Harry. The other thing that just kind of like makes me question though is, how is Harry going to receive any payments? Is this the whole thing with the foundation that's going to be set up so they can put it under as a donation to their charity? Because obviously Harry doesn't have a green card, so he can't legally earn any sort of wages unless he's putting everything in Meghan's name. And well, what could possibly go wrong with that? So Lady C's book has landed today. Most of you have probably got your head in the book, those of you that could get it. I do understand that people outside of the UK are having to wait till as late as July. I've only read a few pages of it. It's this morning. As I said, I was reading it about 4 a.m. I'm not very far in it. I'm going to read it over the weekend and do a video next week. So with the book being released today, there was a story that dropped yesterday, naturally from the Sussexes doing their charity work again. I mean, it's just the second time in what, 2-3 months? So if they continue at this rate, they might actually work a full week by the end of the year. We had a tweet from Homeboy Industries thanking Harry and Meghan, or rather they're thanking the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, not to forget their titles, and they shared pictures of them helping the bakery team. So there's a couple of things here. There always has to be a picture of Meghan. She always has to be front and centre, and I don't know why, I can't help but feel it's a PR opportunity. Yes, we've had pictures of Sophie doing similar things, but it's always, the pictures generally are what other members of staff have taken. These guys take in their own professional photographer, and then they've copyrighted the pictures, so it's theirs. So they can release the pictures when they want, to who they want, for how much. It's them obviously controlling their narrative. Now there's several bits, as I said, that bug me with this pictures. Meghan is wearing bangles, and last time I checked, like food hygiene in the kitchen, bangles, because they go up to your wrist and your hands, I don't know. I mean, that might just be a small sort of nickety thing that I remember when I was working in the kitchen for my parents, you know, no jewellery allowed. And it's a bit like wearing nail varnish. It's a big no. But it's the group picture. Have LA have their kind of social distancing loosened a bit, because there's a lot of people all crammed in together, skin to skin touching like sardines. Some guys, if you zoom in on the picture, they've got the masks under their nose. One guy's not wearing masks at all. They're all touching each other. And I thought, oh, I guess maybe it's different, unless it was taken, I don't know, maybe not yesterday, as they've said. Have they released this because they can release it when they want, because of the rumours of Harry being in the UK, and it's one way to squash it? I really don't know at this point. Is Harry here, or is he out there and they've used this as a bit of a cover-up? But either way, I find it very odd that these people are actually touching and being in that close proximity. In the UK, we're just having the 2 metres drop to 1 metre, but still you wouldn't be able to be in a confined space like that, especially because they're doing, obviously, food as well. And I just feel it's a PR opportunity, because it's so funny, isn't it, that that came out exactly the day before Lady C's book dropped. And I also find it bizarre that the bits they didn't want to be royals in the UK because they didn't want to do like boring stuff, but here they are doing the stuff that kind of royals were doing in the UK. But again, this is the whole thing of them not being allowed to have their own court and move their royal sort of business. That's it really, isn't it? The royals do it for free. They wanted to do it and make money. All I can say is about if Harry is in LA or if he is in the UK, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. There's been so many little sneaky stories that they've done where they've said they're in Canada and you know, they're actually in LA. They've lied so much. There's been so much secrecy, privacy, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, I find it very hard to trust anything with this couple at this point. So speaking of pictures and photographs, Archie has landed himself his first lawsuit. Not just turned 1 year old, he is literally now got his own court case, joining his parents against Splash News Media. Here's a little clip from one of the Daily Mail reporters, and I'll let you listen to it. How he keeps a straight face, you can tell he's struggling with it. But listen to this clip and tell me what you think on this.
Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, the son of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. He may have only just turned 1, but already Archie has launched legal action at the High Court against a photo agency. Archie, who is still in nappies, claims in a High Court writ that his privacy has been invaded. The case is believed to relate to photos taken in January. Archie was being carried by his mother, the Duchess of Sussex, in a sling during a walk in a public park. The photos did not show his face or indeed any part of him, as he was swathed in winter clothing and facing away from the lens. But now Archie and his mother are suing the Splash News and Pictures Agency, which distributed the photos in January. Meghan has told the High Court she is HRH, the Duchess of Sussex, even though she and Harry pledged in January to drop their HRH titles. If the case ever gets to court, it will be a 1-year-old child versus the paparazzi.
So Meghan is suing on behalf of Archie for some of the worst fake set-up pap shops I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact that she was laughing down the camera lens and smiling, and she's literally yanked. Let's be honest, I don't believe that was Archie. I've never been one for the doll theories, but that, I'm sorry, that was not a live child, even a sleeping child. There are so many things wrong with these photographs. Firstly, right, look how she's carrying the dog lead. I wouldn't even walk a rabbit or a cat on a lead like that, bearing in mind she's holding a baby. All it would take is for those dogs, the 2 most depressed looking dogs in the entire world, to bolt to chase something. I don't know if those dogs are drugged, but they look utterly miserable. But she's not even holding them on her hands. You know, she's resting them on her fingers. Then when you look at the baby carrier, it's literally hanging off her shoulder one side, like when your handbag slips down. That's a large child. There's no pull on her opposite shoulder. There's no weight being over. Archie's leg isn't even properly through you can see the other loop of the baby carrier. He's not sitting in it properly. He is literally hanging. And in this shot, she looks like she's got him in a headlock. To top that off, the following shot, when you look close up, why is there a black piece of string that goes all the way around Archie's supposed wrist, that goes round the back of her neck and then up the other side, holding it up on her body? That is not a real child. So what the hell is this all about? And this is the only one where I have believed the doll theories. I did a video on this a long time ago and I'll show you a clip here. Look at the bodyguards, okay? The guards that look like a bit like Phil and Grant Mitchell, to be honest with you, walking with their beanie hats on in the background. The closer Meghan got to the camera, both of them have removed their hats. Was that a case of the closer that she got to the camera, it was like, no, wait, take your hats off. I don't care that it's cold. So they clearly did several takes of this clip. They did several takes. The bodyguards are walking behind her, one's on the phone, hats on, hats off. Does no one else find that completely odd? So the whole thing, I believe, is set up, and I'm not the only person. This is one of the other photographers that I often catch his tweets online. He thinks it's utter crap as well. And I'm sorry, Splash News, they've sued before. Harry successfully sued Splash News. Do you remember when the pictures came out of their Cotswolds bolt hole? And we know that Meghan's used Splash News on and off for years. And I've always said that I think that she got Splash News to take pictures of that so they could then be moved into the secrecy and the privacy that they so needed of, or security of Kensington Palace grounds. So again, Splash News, and I think they're set up. There is no way those shots are not set up. I've seen reality TV stars do better set up shots than that. So if Splash News do actually settle with this and they don't argue this against Meghan, bearing in mind she is grinning down the camera lens, she knows that they're there, there was no security concerns. If she saw people hiding in the bushes, bearing in mind she's carrying her golden egg, her baby, I would have backed straight up to the security guards and gone, there's guys in the bushes. You know, where's her security team that are always with her? Fishy as hell, and none of it adds up. So if Splash News do pay out, I reckon they're in on it, because there is something definitely not right with this. I wonder if this is why Harbottle and Lewis are no longer going to be representing Harry due to the number of lawsuits that they keep filing, and this one is just absolutely verging on absolutely ridiculous, which I'm sorry, as I said, those pictures are so set up that I can't see how they could possibly win this. Unless, obviously, as I said, Splash News are in on it. Now, a fellow Twitter user posted online, they found out that Meghan is suing without Harry, but she's not suing as his parents or as a legal guardian, but as a litigation friend. Now, apparently both parents must consent for Meghan to sue as the parent or the guardian. So does this mean that Harry doesn't actually want to be in on this case? I find it very odd that Harry's not suing alongside her. And more interestingly, another reason how Meghan can sue as a litigation friend rather than his parent as guardian is when she's actually not the guardian, but Harry is. Doesn't that give you something to ponder, go down the rabbit hole with? Questions, questions, questions. It's all rather bizarre and a bit jovial, if I'm honest. You know, Archie, they didn't allow his name by the Australians when they wanted to do that really nice thing and name that firefighting plane after him. But they said, no, we don't want to do that. But they're going to name their foundation after him. And now they've filed a lawsuit, a one-year-old's lawsuit against Splash News. I mean, they are seriously, how can anyone take them seriously? This is the thing that I said with this corporate speaking. How could you literally have them on stage talking about anything serious with all of the stuff that they get up to? And they do it at such a speed. Again, this is why people are fascinated by them. You've got the fans, but then you've got some of us that are just like, popcorn, where's my wine? I mean, this is better than watching reality TV. Now, before you guys fall down the rabbit hole with everything that I've just said in this video, I have to say, move over, Omid Scobie. There is a new sycophant in town. Oh my God. There is yet another royal book. This is the year for Meghan royal books going to be released. And this is Meghan Misunderstood. The book has been written by celebrity autobiographer Sean Smith. And let's just say hang on to your breakfast and lunch while I read this out. He is another one that wants to set the records straight. Now, if Meghan was a genuinely natural, nice person, I don't think we'd have half as many stories put out there trying to set the record straight and tell everyone's, you know, everything, every aspect from Meghan's point of view or perspective. But anyway, he starts with that Meghan is the most talked about woman in the world. And I think in her mind, maybe. But then he goes on to say that she's the most, charismatic member of the royal family. Wow, what a statement, eh? Charismatic member of the royal family. I'll let you guys digest that one. He then continues with, the book will have details about the extraordinarily accomplished life before marrying Prince Harry. The most accomplished. Would we go that far? I mean, is he thinking of Grace Kelly and he's just getting confused or something? The release adds, Theirs was a story that screenwriters of Hollywood, where Meghan made her name, could scarcely have imagined. Meghan misunderstood. Remarkable, powerful story of the self-made, intelligent American woman with a strong social conscience. I don't know whether to laugh or vomit. I'm sure even Omid Scobie choked to swallow that one down. I think it is maybe Carolyn and his book's gone down so badly that they've literally just gone, Omid's out, right, let's get Sean Smith on the case. I don't know how anyone could write a book as sickly sweet with all of that. I mean, that's really sugarcoating it, even for like her fan base. The most charismatic, how she made her career in Hollywood. She wasn't in Hollywood. She'd lived in Hollywood. She'd lived in LA. Her dad was Hollywood. Her dad was an award-winning lighting director, but she never made it in Hollywood. It's just, as I said, real sycophant kind of stuff. It's a book, along with Omid and Carolyn's, that I can honestly say I won't be reading. So I'll leave that with you. I'm personally now going to go back to reading Lady Colin Campbell's book. And let's just see if she spills some tea on everything that's been going on. And I'll be back with you guys very soon. Take care.
If you like my video, please remember to like and subscribe. Please, angry typists, you will be blocked, so save your fingers to time. If you would like to buy me a coffee, please go to my About page and click the link. Love, Taz.